After 7 long years, the wait is finally over. Slammer at Thorpe Park is going to be being removed over the close season, and a brand new flat ride could be taking its place. Welcome back to ThrillNet, and welcome to a news update that is not from Blackpool Pleasure Beach for once. Today we are talking about Thorpe Park, as it has been confirmed today that Thorpe Park have submitted a planning application for the removal of a themed ride, that themed ride being Slammer. Slammer was an S&S Sky Swatter ride, and prior to it closing was actually the only ride of its type left operating in the world. It closed at the end of 2016 following numerous technical issues, and with it being the last of its type in the world, its closure also saw the extinction of that ride type. It certainly looked like an interesting ride. The footage you've seen on your screen is not mine. I didn't actually visit Thorpe Park until 2022. However, it is licensed under Creative Commons, therefore I'm free to use it, and there'll be a link in the description. But here's what Slammer essentially did. It looked like it slammed you essentially up into the air and back towards the ground. Certainly a unique ride concept that I've never seen anything quite like. It's been heavily rumoured for a while that Slammer would be removed at the end of this season, and that would be being done to make way for a brand new flat ride, and also the expansion of the Fearless Valley area that's been created to house the nearby Hyperia roller coaster, obviously the UK's new tallest roller coaster that opened at the park earlier this year. Those of you who watch this channel on the regular will know that Ice Blast is currently undergoing a refurbishment and will probably be known as PlayStation 5 The Ride when it reopens. And we've also got Project Ocean at Alton Towers currently being constructed, which I couldn't care less about because it's looking to be a bus top spin, and I'm really not a fan of stupidly intense flat rides like that. Therefore, it would make sense for Thorpe to hop on the bandwagon and open a brand new attraction. It'd be much better than just leaving that space empty to put some tables and chairs in, or even worse, 60 trees. But what could this new flat ride be, you ask? Well, interestingly, another theme park YouTuber, Sean, Lift Hills and Thrills, actually uploaded a pretty interesting video around about 3 months ago, because, you know, he always finds out this stuff first. He always does a good amount of digging for information, and he found a new ride concept on the KMG website. KMG obviously being a flat rides manufacturer that Thorpe Park worked with in the past when they installed Vortex, the KMG afterburner in Lost City. And it turns out that KMG are set to debut a new flat ride concept at a theme park outside of the US in 2025. And by the looks of all the logos and concept art that have been produced surrounding this ride concept, it seems like it's got some sort of cosmology-esque theme, which would fit quite well with the nearby Colossus, but also Hyperia, with Hyperia obviously being themed around the goddess that is forging these wings and taking flight. I'm not exactly sure what this new flat ride does. Like, if it is going to be stupidly intense, then I won't care about it and there'll be no more news updates on this. But from looking at it, it actually does look quite similar to Slammer, so it'd be quite funny if they were to replace Slammer with this. Moreover, the company that registered the Hyperia trademark have actually registered a couple more trademarks on the government website, one of which has the name Skybound, which would fit quite well, again, with the whole flight theme that Hyperia's got going on. So in my eyes, this is a really positive development. We're seeing the removal of a flat ride that's been a complete eyesore for years on end. I mean, the general public must have been thinking, what the hell is that doing there? Why is it never open? And it seems we're going to be getting a new flat ride to replace it. I mean, I really do hope so, because at the end of the day, we all deserve a good slamming once again, because it's been long enough. I say that, I didn't even ride the original ride, and who's to say I'll ride this one if it's too slammingly intense? I do have a lot of faith though. Thorpe Park's had a brilliant 2024 season, and they're on the trajectory for that to continue in 2025, which is why I want to go and check out this video on the right side of your screen. It's my Thorpe Park Fright Nights vlog when we had an absolutely brilliant time. And for more things theme park related in the UK and beyond, to hear more about this new flat ride coming to Thorpe Park, if it comes to fruition and if it still interests me, then make sure you click the icon in the centre of your screen to subscribe.